Okay. Hello everybody. Very, very sorry I'm late. I got caught in traffic. Right, we're going to do something totally different tonight. And now I've got a horrible injury. My hand. Really simple. It's my hand, it's my arm. I really still don't know what it is yet, but it's broken or fractured, one of the two. So I'm going to train around my bad arm. Okay, I can't really lean on it, but I'll do stuff, and in a way I think that this is actually quite important, because if we ever get injured, one of our go-to default settings is, oh, I'm injured, let's stop training. But really important thing is to keep moving, and if you keep moving, but this is an important thing as well, do not use the arm, or do not use the leg that you're injured with by compensating it. In other words, if you've got an injured ankle, don't try and use it by compensating by leaning away from the ankle, because that way what you're doing is that you're teaching your muscles to divert, and then when you do get better, your muscles will continue to divert and that leg will go to sleep. So what you do is you use it to the best of your ability without any pain. As simple as that. And if there is pain, say for instance it's on your leg, you just sit and you move it around without being on the floor. So you're still getting the movement, but you're not putting any pressure on it. Don't push through the pain. That's one of the worst things that we can do. So we're going to start off by just doing some simple breathing, by getting ourselves into the right position, okay? Into the right mental state. Really simple, okay? We're going to activate something which is known as the vagus nerve, which is your rest and digest system. You've got your flight or fight, you've got two things. You've got your parasympathetic nervous system and you've got your sympathetic nervous system. Now your sympathetic nervous system is your flight or fight, the one that keeps you locked in that adrenaline, the one that keeps you alert, the one that helps you to survive. But what we can tend to do is we can tend to get locked in that system, locked in that flight or fight, sympathetic nervous system, never resting, always feeling anxious, always waiting for something to happen. You get that. I used to, when I was in drug addiction, had this continuous feeling of impending doom. Something's going to happen. I know something's going to happen. Always waiting for something to happen. That's when you're locked in your sympathetic nervous system, your flight or fight. And the only time you get proper rest is when you're in your rest and digest. And the easiest way to activate the rest and digest is by simply breathing. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out through your diaphragm. So thoracic breathing, breathing out, breathing in. Into your stomach first, then up to your chest. So through your nose, 4 seconds, breathe out through 6. Breathing in for 4 seconds through your nose, out for 6 through your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out for a little bit longer. When you breathe out for a little bit longer, you automatically, and I mean instantly, activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. Breathe in 4 seconds, and breathe out for 6. And throughout the training tonight, okay, throughout the training, what we're going to do, we're going to continue that breathing, okay? Continue to breathe in for 4 seconds and continue to breathe out for 6, okay? We're going to just start off just by loosening ourselves up, okay? Just by doing some squatting, some really simple squatting. So we're going to just come down as far as you can. If you can come down there, that's great. But the important thing is to come down so that your feet don't come off the ground, okay? So that your heels don't come off. If you do this, then you've gone too far. Just go down till it's comfortable and come up. You breathe out as you come up. Here you go. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come up. All the way down if you can, and just gently up. What we're doing is we're just oiling the joints, oiling the hips, we're oiling the knees, and we're oiling the ankles, just moving. There we go. As you come up, allow your glutes to pull you in. Just be aware of the muscles that you're using. Your legs, your glutes, even your abdominal muscles play a part in this. Here we go. We're going to come up. Now, when we come up, we're going to do some spine thoracic rotations, okay? Really simple. You're going to keep your arms down here. Now, the important thing, you're not going to twist your hips, okay? Because if you twist your hips, you're doing hip rotations and not spine rotations. So you're going to keep your hips. In fact, a good way of doing this, okay, is to put your hips into a neutral position so they're not too far forward. They're not like this. Okay, your bottom isn't out, your hips aren't forward like this, so your bum's in, nice and neutral in that position. Now what you're going to do, you're going to keep, in fact you can just keep your hands on here if you wanted to. You're just going to spin and look over your shoulder, and you're going to twist as far as you can without moving your hips, okay? There we go. What you're doing is, you're teaching your spine to move again. And I'll tell you something that is quite common. People may pick up a back injury, either their lower back, either the muscles around their spine, their lower traps, their lats, their lower traps, because they're not used to moving in this position, and they may simply turn around in the car like this to get something. And because we're not used to moving in this position, okay, we can pull a muscle that can take absolutely ages to heal, especially as you're getting older. So just by doing these simple movements on a daily basis, remember, your hips stay in one position. And that's all you're doing. You're just twisting. Just bringing your spine into thoracic rotation. That's all we're doing. Beautiful. Okay. Now, time for a little bit of balance. Right now, this is where people get caught out. So, when I used to try this, okay, I can only do this for about 30 seconds at a time, right? you're going to close your eyes and balance on one leg. So what you're going to do, now your legs are going to come up like this. So you're going to bring your leg up, you're going to close your eyes, and you're going to balance, okay, like this, on both legs. Now, I can do it for about 30 seconds. At first, I couldn't do it for 1 second or 2 seconds. But the more you do it, the more you strengthen all those tiny little muscles that we don't use, especially in your feet. Your feet have gone to sleep. Most people's feet have gone to sleep. And the reason why people's feet have gone to sleep is because we're in shoes all the time. So we don't need to use the muscles in our feet. So we get sore ankles, and from our sore ankles we get maybe sore knees. From our sore knees we get sore hips, sore backs, sore shoulders, sore neck. And this usually starts with the feet. So by standing on one leg and closing your eyes, you're really challenging the muscles that need to be woken up. So here we go, we're going to just go. Start off from your, I'm going to go on my right leg first. Okay, lift my right leg up. You're going to close your eyes, you're going to lift up and close your eyes. There we go. And just, it is extremely tough. Okay, so you go again. Eyes closed, one leg balanced. Soft knee, you don't need to lock your knee. Just keep it soft. Just challenges your feet, it really challenges the muscles in your feet, in the balls of your feet. You can really feel it. Keeping your eyes closed is extremely challenging. I've been doing this for a year. There we go, right? Okay? I've been doing this for a year and I struggle with it. Here we go. I'm going left knee up now. Left knee up and eyes closed. Here we go. For some reason, I tend to be able to balance better on my right ankle because I've got a sore ankle. Well, not sore actually. It's not sore because I use mobility continuously. But it used to be so stiff, and now it's not. But it's still not as strong as me right. So you're holding in this position and you're breathing. There we go. The soft knee, eyes closed, balance. Part of my ground flow program. Here we go again. Then go back to your left knee now. Your left leg. Balancing on your left leg, lifting your right leg up. Here we go. Close your eyes. Give it a go. There we go. Beautiful. Whoa. First time I tried this, I took the picture off the wall and tried it in the kitchen. Knocked the kettle over. Here we go again. This time, right knee down, left leg up. Here we go. Then we're going to build some strength in our legs by trying to do some one-legged squats, okay? Here we go. Up and down. Close your eyes. Beautiful. We're going to do one more on the other leg in a moment. Just as long as we can. And this one's probably a record for us. There we go. Last one. Left leg down, right leg up. Here we go. Here we go. Close your eyes and hold. Oh, don't forget to breathe. Start that one again. Here we go. Wow. Try it one more time. I wasn't so happy with that one. Here we go. Here we go. Eyes closed. And hold. Do put out videos most nights. So if you don't follow me, click the follow button and you'll get notifications. These little exercises can totally and utterly change your life. There we go. Okay, so you come down into a squatting position. Legs flat on the floor, feet flat on the floor, and just sit in this position for a moment. As low as you can. And breathe. Okay. Now, we're going to do a few balance squats, okay? Here we go. How we're going to do this, one-legged, I'm going to try 5 on each leg, okay? 5 on each leg, so here we go. We're going to go, come down, balance all the way down on one leg, onto your knee, and try to keep your foot up when you come up, so you're not using your leg at all, the leg that's flat, to help you up. There we go. That's one. There's my dog, there's Yogi. He's not very well at the minute. Come on, son. Can I go out? There you go. There you go. Good lad. There we go. Okay, so that's one. And again, come down, all the way round. There you go. Perfect. And up. That's 2. That's 3. Okay. There we go. Up. 4. The slower you can go down, the better. The last one on this side. There we go. Okay. There we go. Other side now. One. 2. Now, how you do this, before we carry on for a moment, okay, is you find your balance, and sometimes it's very difficult to learn how to do a one-legged squat from the very start. So all you do is you stand, you come down to where you're comfortable, you come up, and you keep doing that. That's all you do, okay? The reason why I always suggest one-legged squats is because when you walk, half the time you're walking, you're on one leg. But yet, when we go to a gym, we're never taught to use one leg to squat. It's always 2 legs. But yet, movement is lopsided. Movement is unsteady. So to even start off by just doing this look, on one side, back and forth, just getting the balance. I've lost myself and I forgot what side I was on. Okay, number 3. Here we are. Now it's number 2, isn't it? Number 2. There we go. And 3. 3. 4. And last one. And up. Oh, there we go, perfect, okay. So now, I'm going to teach you something now. We're going to finish off with something called, well, I call it the turn and reach, okay? Now, unfortunately, I can only use one hand, but this one exercise, okay, first of all, I'm going to do something called the rocking reset, okay? Now, I can put my fist on the floor, but just balance on the one side so that I'm not putting any pressure on it. So the rocking reset can give you nearly everything that you need to stabilize your joints, stabilize your muscles, okay, and oil your joints as well, okay. So all we're going to do, look, now just imagine you've got both hands on the ground, okay. I can't do both, I can only do one. What you're going to do, look, is you're going to put your legs, you're going to put your pelvis so that you are level, okay. So all you're doing, look, like this, and all you're doing, I'm going to come back so you can see me. There we go. All you're doing is this, look, right, okay? You're doing this. You're going on all fours, you're lifting your knees slightly off the ground. Can you see me from there, look? Can you see me? Yeah, so your knees, look, come slightly off the ground. Here we go. What you're going to do, look, you're going to rock back and forth. Breathing out, come back. Here we go. So all you're doing, look. It's all you're doing, okay? You do this for a couple of minutes in the mornings, you will be amazed at the benefits you get after a week or two. You will feel different. You will really feel different. There we go. That's what you're doing. Okay. Now I've got to be very careful with my arm. Here we go. Right now. That's called the rocking reset. Now, finally, the last move or the last discipline, I call them disciplines and practices. The last practice I'm going to give you tonight is like, for me, it's like gold dust, okay? It's, I call it the turn and reach. I think other primal flow animal flow call it, I think it's the kick through. What are we doing? Okay, now, once again, just imagine that you've got full weight on both arms. I haven't. And all you're going to do, look, all you're going to do is you're going to lift this arm. Now when I do this, remember that you do it with both sides. I can't demonstrate it on this side because of my arm at the moment. Hopefully, they said 6 weeks, and this comes off. That comes off in 6 weeks, and I can then start doing it properly again. Right, so what you're doing, look, you're there like this, and you're going to go up and through and back. Simple as that, look. So it's you roll back gently, you move forward, you put that foot there, and you kick through. Bang. That's all you do, and you come back into that position. And back. And back. Okay, so nice and gently one more time. You're going to go like this, you're going to come back, you're going to lift the arm up, left arm, and your right leg goes through, and you come back. I can't do it on the other arm at the moment, it's broken, but bang, and back through. Absolute gold dust. Now, we're going to finish off with just a couple of minutes of breathing, really simple. Okay. Just sit back straight. And remember, 4 seconds through your nose and 6 seconds through your mouth. If you want to hold it in for a couple of seconds, you can. It's not necessary, but you can. And what is necessary, come into your stomach. Okay, so you're breathing into your stomach. And then into your chest, but try to open your chest. Okay, I tell you why I say try to open your chest. we spend a lot of time like this, with our shoulders hunched forward, with our necks hunched forward. You may even see friends or family that can be extremely fit and extremely healthy, but if they have a job, either driving or they have a job in an office, they can, without even realising, end up in this position. And what this does is it brings their shoulders forward, because they're in front of a screen all the time. And there's a few things this does. It creates neck ache, it creates headaches, because the little muscles at the back of your neck, okay, are stretched and strengthened, are lengthened and strained all the time. Your shoulders are forward, your breathing is shallow. It makes it very uncomfortable because we're in an unnatural position. So if we can just bring ourselves back, but don't do this, don't look up, because then you just re-straighten your neck muscles. Just bring your shoulders back and just bring your neck back, your head back, so that you're looking forward. And all we're going to do, we're going to breathe nice and gently into our stomach and into our chest, with our chest open. So, 4 seconds, and breathe out for 6. In through the nose. Out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Into your stomach. Another reason why it's good to breathe into your stomach is because your parasympathetic nervous system, your vagus nerve, which is called the wandering nerve that attaches itself to every organ in your body, runs through your diaphragm. So by breathing into your stomach, you're automatically activating your vagus nerve. There we go. Well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's usually 7 o'clock every Monday, but we was a little bit late tonight. I think we got here about 7:10, which thank you very much indeed for your patience. And if you don't follow me at the moment, follow me, click the follow button. If you have any questions, leave a message and I will always come back to you. Thank you very much indeed for coming tonight.